Good morning. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel and welcome you to my drive into work. This is a good time for me to reflect, and this morning I'm reflecting on something that I'm just going to talk it through out loud and invite you to listen. I've really committed to being transparent and honest throughout this cancer journey that my husband and I and our family are on. Having worn the hats of occupational therapist for the past 30 years and rehab manager and coach and all kinds of other hats, I feel like I've had insights about what it might be like to travel this journey as one who's worn those other hats, but wearing the hat of caregiver and parent going through this is it's quite something different than any of those other hats could ever, inform me about or teach me of. So this morning I want to talk about feelings and what happens. I guess this past Sunday, one of my daughters kind of reflected back to me how she sees me and how she experiences me and the tone of voice that I talk to her with. And what became apparent to me is that for however much I've tried to suppress or hide some of the I don't know. I'm not really one to suppress or hide, but temper maybe some of the harder emotions. I haven't done a very good job of that, and I think a lot of my feelings over the past several years have unfortunately come out onto my daughters. I think when we try to hide from the rest of the world the pain that we're in, those that are nearest and dearest to us feel it the most because that's where it comes out. And I think as Tim was getting sicker and sicker, I was feeling more and more helpless and I couldn't fix it. And I was getting quite angry, frustrated, upset, scared, worried, mad, feeling like other people get to experience life in a different way. And there was something that was eroding the fabric of our relationship and our home life and our marriage that I just couldn't name. And I was definitely having a whole lot of feelings about it. And I think I took to yelling as a form of release because it just felt like the quickest, easiest release in the moment. And so I'd yell about whatever. Usually it would come out around chores and getting stuff done around the house and, the kids not pulling their weight. But my own anger kind of gave me it felt good to release it, but it also blinded me to what was really going on, I think, at times for my girls. And for Tim, the past few weeks, a lot of feelings have been coming up for him. I won't share the details of them because that's for him to share, but when you're in a crisis mode, all you can do is kind of deal with the crisis at hand and face it and address it and handle the next step that needs to be handled. And now that his cancer numbers are down, a lot of these emotions are coming up. And that's a good thing. It's a healthy thing. So I feel like the phase that we're in right now is really a phase ways of awareness around all of that hardship that showed up for us in different ways, the emotional hardship, and just naming it and getting honest and real about it, and in doing that, releasing it. So I don't know what will take its place, but I'm looking forward to it. I feel like it's just nice to like be able to talk about it and not have emotion. Just like, oh, this is what it is. This is what it was. And yeah, it sucked. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And deciding like how we really want to be with each other in our home and in our relationships as mother and daughter and spouse, and so I think during all of that time when it was really, really hard emotionally for me and I was getting angry, I think one of the questions that kept surfacing was, do I just need to go? Do we just need to call it quits? And every time I would take that question to heart and really ask deeply, like, is that what this is? Like, is it just like the pain exists within our relationship and we just need to go separate ways, and maybe that will fix the physical experiences of pain? And I really got a hard no each time. Like, nope, not time to go. Nope. Keep doing what you're doing, and yep, it's hard, but keep going, because there's something else here and you will only find out if you keep going. And boy, did that take a lot of stamina to keep going. I think one of my superpowers is endurance. So it served me well, and I'm super grateful for it, because I would have really had a hard time living with myself had I hit the exit button when we discovered what was really going on. So I'm just super grateful about that, and grateful for the opportunity to be present to these kind of challenging, uglier emotions that, I don't know if they're ugly, they just are what they are, and I'm holding space for them to come out more so that we can get to the other side of them and experience a new way of being together, and that feels happy to me. So now's my invitation for you to just allow space for the hard stuff to come up, and I pray that you have courage to just lean into that hard stuff and do whatever you need to do to release it in a healthy way. Hopefully not on the people that you love, but if it is on the people that you love, then my next prayer for you is that you have the courage to say I'm sorry and just own it, and then do whatever you need to clean it up and move on to something that's bigger, better, more beautiful in your relationships with those that are closest to you. All right. Happy Wednesday. Peace.